Hello, welcome back. We're here to play some more Disco Elysium, and I'm already grinning. I'm that excited. You can tell. Um, yeah, so it's been a bit over a week since I played last time, and had a fucking amazing time, but was unfortunately cut short because I had to walk my wife home. So this time, no interruptions today. She is away, but she's staying where she is because she's dog sitting. So she's there for a week. So there won't be any interruptions. I'm going to play until I decide I've had enough, which will probably be in a couple of hours' time. I have what I think is called a mega pint of wine. I'm ready to rock and roll. Get a little tipsy and play a little Disco Elysium. This should be a lot of fun. So let's get back into it. We were in a conversation with Plaisance, I believe. I did sort of briefly look over the last video to remind myself what was going on, but also just to check all the bits where I went for a piss were edited out. I haven't uploaded it yet, but
Hello again,
I
esteemed
will work
officer,
on it.
and
Okay.
welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
One thing I will say, and if you did watch the first video, I'm really sorry that my face was in the way of the text for most of it. I even fucking commented on it about halfway through and then didn't do anything about it. So yeah, apologies for that. This time my face will stay up here. Okay. Now we were talking to Plaisance. I think we were trying not to get her little girl into trouble. So I don't know whether I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna say it to her.
Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
Oh shit.
This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
So the wine is here because, and I only mentioned this on the Axiom Verge video. We had our wedding last month, and we overbought alcohol for it. So wine is part of the things that we've got a stupid amount of still. So I have wine, but once I finish, this is my last glass. I finish this bottle off, and then I have some beers ready to go. Why you would care about this, I don't know. I'm talking to myself, really. Okay, that's fine.
Doesn't feel like it's thriving.
Feels ghostly.
Feels
Okay.
ghostly.
We'll leave Plaisance alone for now. Now I do remember from the first time I played a little bit of this. I can try and go behind the curtain, but she gets pretty pissed off. I will do that, but I'm going to do a bit of exploring first and see what kind of books they have.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Hyundai. I'm going to learn how to say that because it might come up again. Who knows? Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Okay, she doesn't like them. Why are they
Blood
so
and
popular?
violence, scantily clad women, epic
It
narratives.
sounds
all those
fun.
mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little
Oh, now I
imagination
feel
and nothing
insulted.
to do.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? Sounds good. Which ones did I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say.
Yeah, but you've already laid down some shade on me, so you can't go, oh, but the customer's always right. You've already kind of made me feel bad.
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend
Okay.
Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
That does make sense. Okay. Well, we'll leave that alone. And we'll look at some of the others. I don't know if there's any
A
real
small mountain
gain
of
that can be
colourful
had about the
board
murder
game
here.
boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Yeah, we'll keep asking Plaisance. We'll just piss her off.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
I'm sure there's a really good reason for this. I'm presuming it's something to do with the way it works. But why do board games that are about the world, like Risk and Pandemic, why are their regions always so weird? Or it always feels really random, the way that the world is split up. I'm sure it's to do with the nature of the tactics and something like that. But
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while.
Is that like
We have
Monopoly?
games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
I'm pretty confident my dude does not
Who are
have
you going to play
children.
board games with? Do you have friends or family?
That's so cute. Do I have friends? Kim, are you my friend? No.
It certainly feels like
Oh, shit.
whatever you are will die with you.
Oh, that's really sad. I didn't mean to damage my own morale. That's disappointing. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends,
I didn't mean to make my guy feel
recommend
really
Sons of
bad.
Enmity. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I've played Age of Empires, yes, I know how it works. What about these
Lousy
morale
auras
things?
there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Yeah, role-playing games.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
I'm not going to. I mean, I don't have enough money, but it would be pretty dumb of me. I owe that hotel guy 130 or whatever it is. It'd be pretty bad if I came back with a bunch of board games and shit. Might not appreciate it so much. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if there's any point in exploring this bookshop. I'm just interested at this point in seeing what she has,
These
learning a bit
shelves
more
are
about the world I'm in,
overburdened with
because
books from the
I
same
am
series. You
pretty...
see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
I'm pretty new to it all, so yeah. What's all this crime fiction? We talked about this, I think, with the girl outside, and this is where I talked about Steve Bruce.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes.
Well, she likes them.
Have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
I'll sort it out. Oh, she thinks that the sex crimes don't happen anymore because people are scared of fictional Dick Mullen.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
I don't know. You feel like you're being very shady to me right now. I'm not a fan of this at all. This approach she's got. Yeah, we were talking about Steve Bruce. I watched the England game earlier today, and I'm honestly, and there'll be people who don't watch football. It was one of the most boring football games I think I've ever watched. It genuinely made me question why I bother. A quaint picture book brochure, very colourful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. What is fascist magic? Is that a style of fascism or a style of magic? Another boring book just discarded here. I don't know. I mean, I would presume there's lots of boring books. I don't know why that one was particularly noteworthy, and I just phased through Kim, but he didn't seem bothered by it.
Crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
What? Okay. Why am I not allowed to browse this shelf?
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
The fuck is she talking about? I'm gonna look through it.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Okay.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Maybe I should have been looking through these shelves myself, because I have a feeling that these are going to be some things I can ruminate on.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Wait a minute, let me think about that. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. So it's like you're fully responsible for your health. So what you're saying there is you take on this philosophy, and if you have poor health, it's because you're not doing it right. It's not a circumstantial thing. Okay, I think I get
The
it.
book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic
Okay,
who has destroyed
interesting.
his liver.
Yeah, interesting.
And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum
Wow.
apply. Nothing worth buying.
That's a particularly grim image. Thank you.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so find something truly otherworldly. Why not?
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
Okay. What's the
The
pale?
book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
I imagine if I just went, okay, I've learned everything. No, come on, let's find out more.
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire.
The pale? What the fuck is that? Alternative medicine involving the pale, also known as the territory. Is it my dick?
For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Oh, okay, so from the land. It's interesting where my brain went first. I didn't know what it was, so I went, it must be the dick. Thanks,
Even
Lewis.
better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
Well then, is this your pain threshold talking? I mean, it might be actually. Let's, you know what? Could be fun.
And good for the circulation too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
So, I'm just looking at... So I've got my window here with Disco Elysium. I've got underneath it OBS recording, and I was slightly distracted because I was watching the microphone input go a bit mad whilst this little fella over here was chatting away. So I'm sure you can hear him. He's happy. He's in the mindset that I've decided to sort of have a conversation with him, and doesn't realise that I'm talking to the computer. But as long as he's getting some thrill out of it as well, he is my best viewer. He always will be my best viewer, no matter if I had 1 billion views. That little fella there, he's great. Anyway, sorry, slightly distracted. But anyway, what does this pale aged liquor do? I think I know what it does,
Among
but
other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
yeah, I have to ask how that's possible.
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
I would say it is in a sense that it's actively wrong, but okay.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour.
Okay.
These strolls promise to cleanse
Are
the
these
mind of worries and the
tips
body of toxins,
to do with the game?
especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Because it's telling me to limit each stroll to less than an hour, and I'm looking at the game timer, and that presumably means don't walk forever. If I could find vodka or whiskey that have been aged in a pail, maybe it would restore some health. There was something else as well. Oh, yeah, getting smacked with a towel. That's not really anything to do with the game. I think that's just his kink.
This is exactly what you need.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked.
Yeah, I was going to leave the naked thing out, I think. I wasn't planning on that being a big part of it. But is there anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Now, do we think this dude would struggle to get it up? You know, there's a reason he's needed to put that face on. I reckon he probably needs that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe
Oh,
you've been
fuck off.
perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
I was about to learn how to get hard. I guess I'll leave. That's so annoying, but do I want to... Let's see what Kim's got going. Is he interested in any of this? We'll just leave him for now. I will talk to him in more detail at some point, but
Plaque on the shelf reads,
we've got some things to do
biographies
here.
of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Okay. So yeah, I need to look through these shelves because it looks like I can learn
I would
stuff.
say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an
A
innocence?
very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
She's not understanding.
The book is also
But I don't know that
very
I actually
daring.
told her that I have no
The
memory,
author
so...
aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
You know, this is the trouble. I really need to be paying attention to some of what's happening here. And, like, I'm not sure how much of this is actually plugging into the brain. So, I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. Sure.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
She's got me down. That's the trouble. I am a layman. I'm a lame man. So do you...
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
Apologies, I was giggling at the fact that I was talking about how I was a lame man, and then it took me 4 attempts to click the big button. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't disagree with that.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Okay. Oh, I sometimes miss the fact that there's some roles going
Browsing
on.
through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism.
I'm trying to think of the best biography or autobiography I've ever read. The trouble is, I think most of the autobiographies I've read are sports people. And they're pretty much always the same. I don't really know why I read them in as further away as I did. I think just because it's books about football, and that was my thing. Or books about Formula One, and that was my thing. And now I think about it, they're all basically the same story. There isn't really any major variety in an autobiography about someone who works really hard at their sport and then is successful in their sport. I'm trying to think if there's any that I've read that are noteworthy, but I think it's on me that the answer is basically no. I can't think of a really good autobiography, but there's an excellent chance I've just forgotten. So if there are any good ones, let me know. But I mean, I would always feel, I think it would be awkward to write an autobiography because I would think, how much of my time do I spend talking about when I was 10? Because like some people try and make out that would be, you know, a kind of, it comes back round, you understand who I am, but I don't know, it'd feel quite indulgent. Maybe Alan Partridge's book, that might be the best autobiography I ever read. Which was obviously done as a joke.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High-Speed Love, The Tragic True Love Story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz.
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Oh, holy fuck. That dude rules.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
So, someone like him, that would be a good autobiography to read, but the most interesting aspects of it would be not about him. It would be about all the things he's seen and done and experienced, so...
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
She is not happy.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
We're slightly scamming this lady because I have, 60 cents at this point. I don't think there's going to be any books for that much. Did I look? I think I looked in every shelf now. I won't go back and view the ones that I didn't actually look in properly. I'll just count that as a decision I made to not go too far into reading. Now, I am going to try and go into these curtains, I
You
think.
see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Yeah, I'm going to ask her what's behind. I think let's give her a chance to open up and say, oh, you know, it's X, Y, and Z. Because I would probably respect that.
Nothing. Now, please go back to browsing
Nothing
the
is not an
books.
answer. You
Don't
can't
feel
say
compelled
nothing.
to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
I do care about the books.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you
Yeah.
away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
For someone who's an intellectual, she's a bit dumb saying, like, oh, nothing's behind there. Just quick, go back to the books. Go back to the books. Oh, yeah, obviously now I want to see what's behind the curtain, so I'm going to examine the
You
trinket.
see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
That's not nothing, mate.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Right, well, we'll go. Let's talk to her. Let's ask her. Let's give her a chance to give us the information. I wonder if I can at this point. Maybe I can.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance.
Okay, alright. It doesn't look like I can. Oh, what do I do? Do I want to... do you know what? I want to know what's behind these curtains. And
The curtains, tattered with age
I don't
and
care what
covered in
happens.
dust. Just as you're about to pull apart
Oh, here
the
we go.
curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits.
I'm
for
not a
customers.
customer. I'm a police officer. Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
It's too dangerous.
too dangerous.
See, it is cursed or something.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
See, now makes me believe her more, because if it's a case of everyone's doing it and she's just like, fuck off, leave the curtains out, I can accept that. I can accept that, that's fine. So I will ask her if it's about
No,
the curse.
It's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond
do?
the threshold.
My
Oh,
God,
oh shit.
Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Step away, dear sir.
I didn't actually think she would react to it in such a serious nature.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. She mows. Apparently. I have like a little bit of sticky wine on my lips, which is why my lips went. Mwah. She knows we're investigating a murder, right? That would be my question, but
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
I think the reality here is she's not dangerous. She's not a murderer. I'm gonna be amazed if I'm wrong, and we're just gonna upset her. She's got some sort of paranormal fear. So let's just leave it.
Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Maybe I can talk to her about it now.
What are you?
Oh.
A coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us
I
on the
forgot.
other side.
For fuck's sake, I forgot my necktie was fucking talking.
Lies. Rip them open, we say.
Okay.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
So I've got my necktie, my half-light, and my inland empire all
The
arguing with
curtains,
each other.
tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Let's leave them. Let's leave them. Let's be nice. Let's listen to this lady. And we'll come back and...
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Yeah.
And welcome to Crime.
I have to
already
ask.
told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
You're weird. If it's just a storage room, then why do you have the strange trinket on the curtains? It's a good question.
It's just for decoration.
Oh, that's not a great answer. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks. What breaks?
Okay, fine.
There we go.
Because this place is
There we
cursed.
go. We just
Just
needed
like
to
Annette
get down
said,
to that.
They don't call it the doomed
conclusion.
commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. I haven't ruined shit, mate. It was already cursed. You haven't
Take it easy.
allowed the curse
You've broken
in.
her resistance.
Because,
Pushing her further will gain nothing.
yeah, why didn't you just tell me
It's
right
not
away?
good to talk about the curse.
Okay.
Not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone is
Yes,
also a good
I
question.
contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The
Okay,
wards
so
help
that's
to
what
keep
that is.
the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Yeah, let's ask about how it manifests
Curse
itself.
is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a
Disease.
disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store. Okay.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
It could be worse.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Uh-oh. I'm just interested in some of these roles that seem to be successful at the moment, and I'm getting some interesting thoughts here. So I just saw the curtain move. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants had experienced some financial troubles. That's it. I was hoping for something more paranatural. Let's just get her to explain it in a bit more
Everyone
detail.
knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange, I feel unwanted too. What does it
Truly
mean?
so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you.
Perhaps.
You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
So I think what we've done right here is we've sort of, what's the word? Indulged what she's worried about and her issues in her life. So I think it's gone quite well. I will ask her about the pendant.
This? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Okay, but it's sort of to do with the curse, though, isn't it? You're obviously
There
working
are
on.
numerous spells cast throughout the store.
Okay.
I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%.
I like spells that have a numerical value. That's always my favourite. The ones that go 15% more. Like that was somehow, as part of the magic power, it's specific enough to know that. Yeah, let me see if I
Most
could take the
certainly
case.
not.
Oh,
I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
I went ghost hunting once with a friend of mine and a couple of his friends, and the friends of his really, really believed in ghosts, and me and my friend did not. And we were running around I would say running, it makes it sound like we were playing hide and seek. We were going about these tunnels underground, finding areas. We had all of this nonsense equipment, scanners and lights that go off when there's paranormal activity and all kinds of shit like that, right? And the whole point was to sit in the room and call out to the spirits. You'd go, "Spirit, if you're here, make a noise." So, so at one point, the four of us are in this room, and someone calls out to the spirit and goes, "Spirit, if you're here, please make a sound." And at that point, my stomach went, "Warp." And one of them goes, "Oh, I heard a whoop." And I didn't say shit. I'm not going to tell them it's my stomach that was the ghost. That was the closest we fucking came to seeing a ghost that night. It was a complete waste of time. That sat around in caves, talking to nobody.
Psychic arts sounds right down our alley.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Ooh, it's not a bad chance. I could give it a go. I'm worried I'll lose another morale point, and I'm a little bit low. Let's try it.
Time to
Nope.
fire up the old lie machine.
Oh, I don't... See, here's the thing I'm finding with this game. Once I fail a roll, and it kind of takes me down the path of the failure, it's like, I really don't want to say some of this shit. I don't know what he's going to say after this. "Ma'am, do you know how me and my partner are known to our colleagues back at the station?" But I'm sure it's going to be something fucking awful.
No.
No,
The
okay.
lieutenant looks at you, waiting to see where this is
And
going.
look, even Kim's there looking at my fucking
You've got
terrible
this.
effort.
Just go with it. This is elegant.
Crime Bros. Oh, I can back out. Wait, that's it? I don't want to say that.
Stop being such a fussy
No,
prude.
it's really
You
stupid.
can't convince her without lies.
At least the game has anticipated exactly how I feel about this whole situation. No, it
The
is...
woman before you scans the store,
Okay,
her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
okay, I'm glad I got out of that without having to say, "We are the Crime Bros." Yeah, I'd like... I still don't actually know his real name, but I'd like Raphael, because that's what he's called in this, at least, to have some dignity. Let's have a look what we've got going on up here. Oh, these are signs, aren't they? So we can go to the roundabout, or Cape Side Apartments and Martinez Pier. I'm not quite sure where I'm going now. I'm just kind of wandering about. Broken window. Tibbs has windows. Terry Tibbs. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect all these bottles and sell them. Could be a hint. This dude here. The things I've seen and said. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. So not a lot's happening. We're just absorbing the atmosphere by the looks of it. I wonder if Kim thinks I'm dumb because... No, I don't need to go there. I haven't really made any progress on this investigation. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
I mean, that's not an issue at this point because I can just use his first name. Kim, look,
Where?
bullet holes. Why do I have to sound so fucking stupid every time I say something? Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve
Yeah.
it.
Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those
Okay.
bullets were fired during the revolution, and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Right, now he's engaged in a conversation. Let's probe him, because he said before that he's not the guy to tell us about everything, but...
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okay, fine. We got some experience out of it, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. There's someone over there, so maybe we should talk to them. Let's go, Raphael. I still don't feel particularly comfortable calling him Raphael because it doesn't feel right. Lesson boy, I don't start trouble, I fix it. Sorry if there's any audio issues, by the way. I'm getting them in my ear. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Okay. Oh, we're getting some bad audio issues all of a sudden. I may have to stop and start just to see if I can fix that. Let's try and talk to this person.
Have you no shame?
Rennie
Whining
Arnoux
about
is a
it, but
Formula One
every
driver
time
from
bring
like
out
the
measuring
80s.
tape.
Have you no shame? The man says to his partner, whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup.
Gaston Martin is
Please,
not a Formula 1
let's
driver
just
from the
try to
80s,
enjoy
as
the
far as
game,
I'm aware.
all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
What are they doing here? They're playing, like, balls or something?
These manly men are
Balls.
playing
Sorry. They're just called balls.
This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
So that might not actually be the name of the game. It might not just be called Balls. But there is a game called Boules with O-U-L-E-S. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You've got this. There's
There's the ball. You're the game.
You're the game.
I have a high chance. Maybe I should just go for it. Hello. Look at this. I'm about to throw a ball like a fucking champion. What? Who am I throwing that at?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight.
Am I about to throw a shot put?
You
That's
bet.
clearly not the game. Maybe it is actually. Now I'm looking at it. There's kind of a triangle thing going on.
God, this is right.
Ooh.
You feel the familiar tremble of excitement.
This feels
and
good. It's like I'm going to do
that
something
precedes
awesome this
every
time.
victory. Time as frozen.
Let's take it all in. Feel the ball. The
cold
ball is
metal
you.
ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball.
Wow, those are the
Yours
ones.
will only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity.
I have become the ball.
man ball is ready.
Alright, taking the surroundings. Let's just
A chilly breeze
feel it.
ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
I want this to go on forever. Sorry. Lewis doesn't like this at all. There is time for a last glance inward.
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
This feels too good right now. I'm about to nail
Behold
this
the
ball.
fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
They cannot believe what they're saying
Some
right now.
would still say you're a cop.
Oh
but
my
I
God.
guess we're beyond that now.
We are beyond. We're in a realm of physical nature that does not exist for these poor mortal souls. Let's not contain the inertia anymore. Let go. Be the bullet. Where is this ball going? It is he's shot putting it. Whoa! Damn.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
So, even though this was successful, that was clearly not the game.
What is your problem?
Yeah, I'm getting some audio issues. I may have to close this and open it again in a second. Yeah, I'm a god of track and field. Why would I have a problem with
I
anything?
don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Why would I not be a dick at this point? I've just thrown a ball so far. I'm backing down. I want this to have been a success in some capacity. So do you know what? Don't be a sore loser. It's still a fair game between you two, and second place is a podium position.
And
So is
that our
third.
game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Donk. Yeah, I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque.
Donk.
You ruined
I like
the
it.
pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René.
Thank you, Gaston.
This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
He gets
Of
it.
course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. If I can help out, then, you know, it builds a connection between us.
Mistakes are forgiven.
Yeah,
And men at least try to right their wrongs.
I will.
I believe you
try.
will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Well,
Just
I wanted to throw a ball.
It'll smooth things over.
All people like
Old
attention.
people like attention.
It's a good argument. Okay, so let's start by talking to them about the game.
Yes.
Butter them up.
The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
I would agree with that, actually. If you're playing balls and you did it in some sort of crater, that would be kind of fun. Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
It's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery
That's
used?
what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Shall I ask about the communards? I'm wondering, is that the name for communists in this, or is it a kind of pejorative term?
Commies, communists,
Yeah, okay,
socialists,
yeah, so he's
anarchists,
just being
call
rude.
them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless.
Did you use? The guy's not that old. If this was 50 years ago, he's not 90. But I'll ask.
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought
Oh,
valiantly.
maybe he did fight.
Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Squeezing a ball in his fist. But hang on. So it was 50 years ago, the revolution, and presumably you'd have to be at like 16. Okay, so maybe he's in his 60s. I don't know why I said 90. My maths is a bit weird there.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad
what now?
anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Again, I'm doing my best to absorb the story, but maybe some of this won't go in. I'm not clever enough for it all to go in. But why shell them?
This place is the
Well, I
damn
asked something
beachhead,
completely
son.
different. They should have
They
chosen a
had to soften
building.
the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Right.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling.
Yeah,
A sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
but is it not good that I'm inquisitive at least? At least I'm asking the questions.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Deathblow does sound grim.
This here
He's
is
right.
Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
That's a nice thought, isn't it? I'm moving on to beer now, by the way. You know what they say, beer and wine, you'll be fine. Wine and beer, you're fucked, mate. But I don't care.
Blood
It's the
ground.
weekend.
You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Okay, let me just recap slightly so I know that I'm on the same page. So so they were talking about the communists. They chose the name for special, senseless sentimentality. They fought, but they got licked, and they should have fought dirty. And apparently the communists used suicide, sex, cult propaganda, and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. I'm not sure I believe that that's true. The place is a beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Okay, so they came into the seafront. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow. The other 2 are Stella Maris and Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition beats first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Gotcha. Okay, I'm back on the same wavelength now. A lot of information comes out of these conversations, and it's like, whoa, okay, give me a second here. But, okay, I think I'm back on it now. The Coalition...
Damn
I
right,
keep clicking
son.
the wrong thing. What
They
the
let
fuck
the
is wrong
fire
with me?
of hell on this
Is
city
that why
before
everything
they
is so
stormed.
bombed out?
And
Damn
it
right.
worked, too.
They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it, and it worked too. Okay. Yeah, apologies. I should probably learn to click the things I want to click
He
on.
approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Okay.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Look, man, I don't know. This is...
I would
Oh,
have
fuck.
preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
I'm so sorry. I'm not even... Like, I'm not super drunk or anything. I'm just... My fucking limbs are not working today. So, that time I just hit enter on my keyboard. I presume twice. Because I skipped over a whole bunch there. So, fuck me. Apologies for all of this nonsense. So... What I said was, that's how it should be. Soft socialist paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. I don't know that I would have said that, but that's what I said. Preposterous. Surely you don't mean it, he frowns. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food, and drinking my piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honourable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clown Frisel risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Okay, so he wanted some sort of monarchy / strong militaristic
This
leader.
royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted.
I have a question about this
was the
game,
plan all along.
and I'm sure
This
I
is
may
what
find
they wanted
out.
to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Because we've got people speaking English with French accents. Were these people always speaking English? And it does feel like the older generation within this town have more French. Although, having said that, Plaisance did not have a French accent. Kim definitely does. These guys do. Actually, I'm not sure I've heard any other French accents. Kuno had a twat accent. Gosh, I don't know. But I'm wondering if that alludes to some kind of... There's some reason behind that. Perhaps it's to do with the areas that they live. I'm not sure. I don't even know what my accent is. I might have a French accent. This is what the commies wanted on their plan. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of suzerain with. Who was
Damn
this
Frisel.
Frisel?
He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Now, the hoi polloi. What a phrase that is. I think my granddad used it once. And it's that and riffraff are the ones that make me laugh the most. It's like, it's such a strange, weird, like, whimsical way to dismiss a bunch of people. The riffraff.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
And I remember once, I don't know if it was the Beano or when I was a kid, it was one of the comics, and there was like a character like Lord Plum or something. It was basically the whole point was this was a really posh kid. And I was like, I don't want to fill my school with all of this riffraff. And I didn't know, like, riffraff was a word. So I thought that was just like the noise that posh people make. They just go, ruff, ruff, ruff. That's what I presumed. I thought it was some sort of onomatopoeia. Alright, what exactly is a suzerain? Okay.
Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already.
Okay, I'm more on the page now. So Rennie Arnoux, the Formula One driver from the 80s, really wishes the monarchy was still in
Soon,
place.
they will forget everything.
Yeah.
Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's interesting, isn't it? I suppose when you get to a certain age, you have those two choices because things will go wrong. The way the world is will not be the way that you wanted or expected it to be. And you have two choices. You either are bitter about it or you come to peace with it. And this dude's bitter and the other dude's peace.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Fifth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I'm getting some weird audio issues. I think after this conversation, I'm going to close and open this again and just see if we can get things working. Yeah, okay, fine. I was in some balls when this happened. You're absolutely right. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags? Now that we've talked about history and I've not attacked his views.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay.
Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement.
Thanks.
But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In
locals?
Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops.
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know
If
anything.
I knew, I would not be afraid
Fair.
to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business.
He
of
said
the
riffraff!
No longer.
He's done them
concerns me.
both! Oh man, I love it.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
I'm not gonna ask him that. And because I threw the bull into the sea, it looks like I've fucked up a bit of goodwill with this guy. Let me talk to the jolly fella. He seems nice.
I have really outdone myself. This
Aw.
is divine.
He's loving that fucking sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of
Man.
yours. I hope your heart gives out.
I'm telling you now, when I get to a certain age, this is going. I'm gonna eat the fuck. There's so much good food out there, and I'll be totally like Gaston, eating every fucking thing I want. And if I die 10 years later, 5 years later,
Honey,
I enjoyed every bit
it's
of
a
it.
little pleasure.
Absolutely,
Life
Gaston.
doesn't
I'm
need
all
to
with
be
you.
a struggle.
I am a fan of the way they spelt that. Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
Hello,
Okay.
officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Do I want to ask him for a bite of his sandwich? It feels like he's so nice, he will definitely give me a bite of the sandwich, and I probably do need food, so yeah, go on.
I'm sorry, officer, but
Okay.
I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Well, I misread you.
The only one you have.
The only principal? That would be so mean. I'm not going to call him a dick. It's fine. I'm just going to leave it. It's not a problem.
That's good. That's very good.
No.
You must have other business then?
Yeah, let's ask
Let
about the
me
dead.
think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a
See,
tree.
he's
for
got a
week,
really strong French
but
accent
that's
as
all
well.
I know, really.
Excuse me, I'm sorry if I burp. I'll try not to. You must have heard something.
No, officers.
Let's
I'm
push it.
sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Man, I hope I'm like this dude when I'm old. He seems
Then
lovely.
help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
We've got snow coming in. I don't know if this is
Respect?
the old Carabiner can't believe what he's hearing.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is
Interesting.
full of
So
Union
maybe
pride, he can't
he's
even
being a
speak
nice dude to
properly.
hold off some information. He's kind of
Can I
his
at
defense.
least finish my fucking sentence
Oh,
before you
shit.
piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Well, now the mask has fallen off, huh? And who is this Everard?
Evrard Claire.
Okay.
Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What
Okay.
do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Yeah, Kim's not
Lest
wrong.
he leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's pretty clear that these two... I mean, are they just desperate for some sort of companionship and put that aside for these games?
In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
An honorary member. In many ways. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So you're not an actual
Not
member?
in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card.
He's on the
But
payroll.
Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
Sounds like they're stiffing you, dude. Yeah, I know, it's not right.
He's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things?
Writing work mostly.
Okay.
Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Okay, what kind of things?
Nothing official.
Are you
I
tired?
assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why are these two hanging out? I don't understand. What is their thing? I'm going to take a 2-second break. Because Lewis is getting extremely cranky. It's not even that late, actually, this time. So last time I put him to bed, it was about midnight. But today, he is very cranky. It's only 11 o'clock, but when he's decided, he's decided. So I'm going to put him to bed, and I will be back. Okay, we're back. He's in bed. I mean, he does this thing where he put a quilt over him, so he's in bed, and he makes very cute little noises. He goes, meow, meow, which is adorable. I think that's just him comforting himself as he goes to bed. So, alright, we'll leave it there.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Part of me does want to try and get him to give me his sandwich, but I am going to leave it because it will probably kill my morale. You're the angriest man I know, Renee, which I can't say I disagree with. Tyre tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Leading onto the roof? Of what? Of that? What did I notice here? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. This roof? Is this a roof? No, is it? I'm confused. Which is unsurprising. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. A tree growing a fountain. That's pretty cool. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Sinkholes are the weirdest thing to me. Whenever I see a video of that, it just baffles me that that can happen. Enormous bulls, worthy of a real man. I don't know if you saw me with that bull, dude, but I think I'd have a chance with one of those. I was on it. Ah, yes, the audio issues, right. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second, try and sort out the audio. Give me 2 secs. Okay, we're back. I did the highly technical thing of closing and opening the program. We'll just see if that makes a difference, I guess. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow, so it's snowing, which is an observation I could have made. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Still got a little audio issue. We'll try and persevere. It's not that bad. Like, there's nothing running on my computer that would be causing this issue, I don't think. Well, this... Yeah, let's keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
Hi, Tommy Lahami. I'm not gonna fucking... I am the law. We'll just ask him what's going
Jam, my man.
on. Okay. What's
It's
the
a
jam?
traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Sounds like a clusterfuck to me.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days
Okay.
upon days.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you just
Yeah,
said.
imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Okay.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
That's a good question, because I know I need to smoke at some point.
Nope, don't smoke.
Okay.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
My dude desperately wants to smoke, so I'm going to look
Yeah,
for a little
nothing
cigarette
wrong with
somewhere.
that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Okay, so my perception failed that time. I'll ask
You
around.
could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit.
Look how many
three
T's there are. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Rebishaw's weird.
Yeah, as you say, it is weird. Can you spare some
Huh?
change?
Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The
They do.
bosses, man.
Yeah, I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me.
Uh-huh.
Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
4, yeah, it's acceptable. If you had 3, yeah, no, I understand that. Tell me more about
It's
the
like-
strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What is the union
Some
demanding?
pretty wild stuff, I hear.
Uh-huh.
Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Okay, Kim's kind of helping me out here. He's establishing the things that are important for me, which is nice because there's a lot of information, and for me, not knowing where we're going with all of this, I'm just like, I don't know.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching! Let's talk bunts. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of
Us
who?
lorry drivers. Camionneurs.
I thought I
You
was going to
still
say
hang around
murderers.
here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
What about you?
Not my thing.
Okay.
Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Okay.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
You know, there's logic in both. It's nice to have a life of reflection, of careful experience, but sometimes you just want to fuck, eat, and what was the other thing? Smoke. Know anything about the dead man? There's one hanging behind the hostel
He
there.
ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with
Analyzing
what?
the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Yeah, what is your
A sense
conclusion
of
to that?
surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
I don't know. This guy seems nice enough, but he's very sure of himself. I feel like I'm underselling what is a pretty reasonable, rational man. But yeah, what are you hauling?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Got him. That was a good question. We fucking got him.
Time to arrest him.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're under arrest.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business.
Damn
This
it.
haul of cargo is mostly
Thought
sporting
I'd
goods.
made a breakthrough.
You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Yeah,
This
that's not
rockin'
that's
beauty.
him.
Sure is.
Rockin'
like
beauty.
A rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah.
Neat. For
I mean,
carrying
I know
large
Kim loves
quantities of cargo a
cranes,
long
so
distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow.
yeah.
There it is again. A little touch
Aw.
of sadness beneath his cool. He
Yeah.
thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
I wonder how that would feel. I guess it's one of those things that you would feel like you have a connection to it, but at the same time you would be a bit sad that it was consuming your life. But I am going to ask for one of the
We're
tracksuits.
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Okay, I think that's
The
fine.
man taps his fingers rhythmically
What
against
do
his
you
arm.
see in his eyes? Oh, damn it. So I don't think any of these checks that I've done, which are below 50%, have worked. So should I try it? Why not?
In his eyes,
Hello?
an unfamiliar long
Now we're talking?
flecks of brown and gold.
Okay.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles,
Oh, man.
flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
He wanted to be a guitarist.
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway.
That's my guess.
And then the never-ending sprawl of Forberg, high above buildings, new and old. The air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Although in this world, guitars are probably called like Le Flippity Boots or something. I don't know.
To the old, old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin. The border approaches.
Okay.
You cannot see.
Oh.
It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
What's in the southwest? Yeah, you can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know.
We're getting underneath this
I
guy.
miss my family.
Oh, here we go.
They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way. Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Dior.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Man, that's sad. What's it like to miss
What's
someone?
it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
I don't want to get too serious, but I spent a year away from my now wife, and that good and bad, and an ache that brings you joy, that hits hard.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
I mean, he doesn't know.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're
Okay.
pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow.
Apricots and
the
sorrow.
past.
No, I feel hunted. I mean, that's the truth,
Hunted?
right?
By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as the X something.
An ex-wife?
Oh, fuck! What happened to my health? Why? Why it happened?
The pain burns in your chest, radiating. The
Everything
crown
was
of
successful.
altar
Why
is
did
on
I hurt
fire.
myself? Oh, God. Yeah.
Plainer hunter. Wow. That sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen in my marriage.
I hope that doesn't happen in my marriage either. Jesus. I don't think anything bad's going to happen to
Yeah.
your marriage.
In marriage,
he
you
seems
never
like a
know if
nice
you're
dude.
doing the right thing. I
He's
hope
not
we're
the
doing our
chaotic
best to
mess
keep
that
ours
my guy
secure, but
here is, so
anything can happen.
he's not
Look, man.
drinking himself to excess, which is the way to really kill a marriage.
Thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
This guy seems nice. I've changed my mind. He seems alright. Let's
Don't
go.
be a stranger.
You can salute with 2 fingers. I hope that way and not like that. Okay. We've got someone sat on a chair. I don't even think I noticed this person unless I've already talked to them, which I might have done.
The RCM in Martinez.
Maybe I did. I
What
can't
can
remember.
I help you with?
Yeah, you do sound
We
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Okay, well,
Of
I do have some
course.
questions.
What can I help you with?
Oh, ammonia. Yes, this is to help get the body down, right?
Sure. I'm done with it.
That's good. I definitely didn't manage this when I played the game the first time round. So this is excellent. We're making some fucking progress. Jesus Christ. This is what happened last time. I don't think I got anywhere close to anything. I think I just talked to a bunch of people and that was it. So
Go
this is
easy on that
exciting.
stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
We need... What do we need directions for?
Of course. Where to?
Where am I? That's a good direction.
What do you mean?
This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
Okay.
This intersection is called Roundabout North.
When there's that gap between a bit of text, sorry, a bit of speech, and there's a description, and then a bit more speech, I don't know whether to like interject and read it. I feel like if I do, I'm always going to come up
He
short.
knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. I don't know that I need a fucking compass map.
No problem.
What is this fuck the
Excuse
police
me?
business? Oh.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Yeah, alright, we'll leave
She
it.
shifts in her seat awkwardly.
I have
Of
to run.
course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow
Her
glove.
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
That's an excellent point.
Sure.
Oh.
Keep them. I have another pair.
Fuck it, this girl's an angel. Alright. I didn't read... I saw the words visible annoyance, but I didn't actually read it, so... Hopefully that wasn't to say she had visible annoyance and it was without visible annoyance. I mean, it's a fictional character in a game. Maybe I shouldn't worry too much about it. Alright. Now.
There
Can't-
he still is, looking right through you.
Has
with his
ammonia.
white
So I
eyes.
still haven't
The
got
body
a
below
great
is
chance.
entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting
So-
it is all.
Hold on. Inspect the victim's body. Get ammonia from the gardener of the fruit store. It'll make it easier. But we have ammonia now. So, and that's the only thing it's telling me that I need to do, right? So I might as well give it a go. Oh, I can put these on. God, let's put them on. Here, there you go. Items. Ampoule of ammonia. Can I do anything with it? Do I, because I have it, I think that I'm already... Okay.
There he still
Should we try
is,
it? Fuck it,
looking
why not?
Right through you. With his ammonia
Nope.
only makes it worse.
Okay. Oh
The
my god, that
combination
was such a
forces
good
tears
roll
out
as
of your
well.
lungs.
Ah,
You managed to keep it in once.
fuck. Ugh, damn it.
The second time, not so much.
Okay.
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Okay. Oh, that's bad as well. I whenever I've been ill, that's a horrible thing, isn't it? Where you've got like the tears coming out. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification.
Oh, Kim's a good dude.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a couple of my life?
Captains puke their guts out.
Never
It
gets easier. I doubt it does, you know. No.
Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
But the thing that... So, my hair's doing some weird shit. I can see that in the background there. Wait, there we are. Okay. So, I worked with someone who used to be a police officer, and she told me a story about how she nearly sat on a cadaver because it was dead in a chair. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, hence the it. They were dead in a chair. And while they were, like, I don't know, cleaning up, investigating, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, she nearly sat down on the cadaver.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Well, we know what that means.
No.
Yeah.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
He's right. He is absolutely spot on. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals.
Volume.
Oh
yeah, I remember this.
It's pretty bad.
Oh god, the volumetric shit compressor. That's a fun
Give
thought.
it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. So this is another thought that I can work on, and I will internalize the volumetric shit compressor. I'm almost ready to be a hobo cop. Oh, is this ruining my composure? Hopefully it won't ruin it for permanent. There's no way I'm talking to Kuno again. Can we not get Kuno to take the body down? He doesn't seem to have a problem with it. He is high as fuck though. But like, I don't know, what have we got, 60 cents? That's like a lolly or something. Surely he'd do that. Pigs go home. That's nice. Very cute. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. So, it's one of those... I'm a bit disappointed because I wanted to get to a point where I could potentially get the body down and have some sort of physical progress in this game. I feel like I've done nothing so far. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. I don't know what's going on here. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. Oh, you shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Yeah, look, if you're going to compare yourself to people, you'll never be number one. Unless you're number one, and then well done for you. But, you know, don't worry about it. Jump jams. What's going on? I can't read. A popular musique mag. Okay. Jump jam.
Welcome.
Oh shit, it's a racist lorry driver. This is the sort of shit I'm up for. Let's talk to fucking King Gammon himself. Oh my god, he's already being racist. Jesus Christ. Fuck this dude. Why are you dressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
I appreciate you going back at this racist, but let's not like play the actually I have more claim to this land than you do, because that just somehow validates the racism in my opinion. Not that I'm telling someone of a different race how to be anti-racist, but it's like it matters. It doesn't.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as
yeah,
it
you
belongs
fucking
to
tell
you.
that dude.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
He's really French. Now, why is that?
I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and
Kim can smell it out. He's like, I know a fucking racist when I see one.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Like it.
Silence. The air between them.
I have so much fucking respect for Kim right now.
Back up. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking
You
yeah.
two make a cute couple. You know that.
Thank you. We would make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
Something just changed with the colours there. Okay. Yeah, let's ask him for it. Okay, we've
He's
got
got
to
a
try.
smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Yeah, fuck that dude. I'm gonna do the one you smoke. I'm gonna brutalize this dude.
Can't have it.
Hand it over.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
Fuck, I oughta.
What, officer?
Shit.
Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
You know what? I know I was saying last video how I kind of slightly ruined it the first time I played through. I didn't even play through, I got somewhere. But I kind of ruined it by punching Kuno. I'd happily punch this dude. What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been
The
going
strike?
on?
Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Yeah, what kind of
Apples.
cargo? Apples. Fuck that.
Yeah, apples?
Oh, come
I
off
take
it.
You had
What, you have a
other
fucking
questions?
lorry full of
He's
apples?
given
Don't
you
believe
the
you.
runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Hmm. Yeah, what was that
It's
argument all about?
biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I ask him about
Not
this?
the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Oh, Jesus
That is,
Christ.
bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
That's one of the most frustrating things, I think, when a racist suggests that there's some kind of undercurrent of us all actually, like, denying there's any racial difference. I read a book by Adam Rutherford, How to Argue with a Racist, and my god, there's some interesting shit in there about, like, the scientific differences, DNA, between people of different ethnicities, and how bullshit any of the presumptions we make about people with different ethnicities are. But yet there's still this kind of pervading idea for racists that, oh, actually, if we all just spoke honestly, racism would be a... No, fuck that. Racism's not a thing. It's not a secret thing. It's just bullshit. Fuck you.
Change the topic.
That's my speech.
The
I
way
hope
he
I've
says it
convinced you.
makes it almost sound like a threat.
Change the topic. He did say, yeah, you know. Yeah, I'll just say that. You're
I'm
just
not
racist.
just racist.
You
Look,
are a racist.
I've read books.
Yeah, racist books.
The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
I'm not accepting you, mate. You bullshit, mate.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals
Occidentals.
should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Is that like Caucasian Occidentals? Fuck me. That's a pretty funny response.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Jesus Christ. Why do I have to accept the premise, this bullshit premise that the superior, like, I don't want to say yeah or okay to that, because he's just used superior race as part of his point.
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant.
Jesus.
The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Yeah.
Oh?
Okay, yeah, let's get.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get involved in that anymore. I don't want to hear a spiel. I've seen enough question time in my spare time for this to not want to pervade into my enjoyment of a video game. So I'm not in the mood to take in some racism at this point. Thank you. Did you just call someone a saffron picker? Now, I don't remember being in this store before. This is new. Where am I? Is this flowers? A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. I mean, there are flowers. There are also bottles. This is the sort of general store, right? Where I can potentially get some ammonia, but I already took some.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Okay.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Let's ask about the magazine.
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colourful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Oh, God. I can't say number 2. I approve of this very futuristic tap. Oh, fuck me. It's funny because when I was sort of looking back through the previous video, one of the things I was thinking was, it's nice that... No, it wasn't through the previous video. It was earlier when we was looking at books. There was 2 racing drivers that had a love affair. And I was sort of thinking about how it's nice when games exist in a universe where same-sex couples are not notable. Because I think it's really important to represent gay people in games, but for them to exist in a universe where it's not even considered some kind of issue, because that universe has some rationalism going on. It's really nice. And I feel like this universe has a little bit of that going on because it looks like same-sex couples is a thing and it's not really an issue. But there's clearly elements of my guy's dialogue where you sort of... the real world comes into it. Those kind of silly conceptions that we have in our society. And I would say something like... oh, lesbian, like it's fucking dumb. I also just noticed, why is Kim stood there? He's just nuzzling me gently.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods.
Okay.
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Yeah, before we go on, what is...
You mean this?
Oh, shit.
This is Pop Stars.
She
Okay,
popped the
alright.
lieutenant.
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
And why is it
I
written with
think
3
they
T's?
think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
No, she's right. It's just weird.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Well, let's ask her about the ammonia
She
first.
looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there.
Do you know what?
In the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
And this is a really random thought, but ennui, if it wasn't for the 2 N's, would be an excellent starter on Wordle. Can you tell me anything about the dead
I don't
body?
really know anything. I
Okay.
mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long's
I
it been
don't
there?
know really long.
Okay. What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around.
Yeah.
If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
I'm a fan of Kim sort of slightly supporting me there. Like, you know what? He's asking, and it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Because I feel like Kim has some judgments on the way I'm detecting. Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Oh, not really.
No. I didn't know him at all.
I think that's just a teenager being a
Uh-huh.
teenager. Shall I ask her about reality? Sure.
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or...
Let's go with that.
I don't really know anything.
She's 15.
I mean, I'm 15.
No, let's ask her about the physical
I
reality.
don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, on a
as
larger scale.
mankind, or as a nation, or
As a nation.
we're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff.
Do you know, at some point, there'll be videos recorded, and then the next, or like when they're released, the Queen will be dead. Just a thought. I won't bother you with this. No, actually, do you know what? I want to ask about the coalition.
Government?
Yeah.
Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Should we ask her for the time?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
Can you not read the
The
clock?
clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands
Well,
seem
it's not
to
working,
be
is
still.
it?
It's apparent the clock.
She'll be
doesn't
working
work.
forever at this rate, because it will never be the end of her shift.
Cool.
All right, let's leave her alone. Bless her. Can I do anything with this? Oh,
The
okay.
tear machine stands in the corner.
Did
The
you just
sign
see
says,
Kim's
"One
skate
bottle
along
equals
like a
10
fucking cool
cents."
dude? Okay.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Yep.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so
Oh man, I would have loved a
feel
bag.
free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
There's some bags around. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There isn't really anything else to do here. Oh, what's this? Is this cigarettes?
A small cabinet on the wall
Oh, okay.
is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay, I don't have enough money for any of those right now, and even if I did, I think I would probably save it, so let's just leave. Now, see, this is the thing about this game. I'm halfway through the day, and I'm not sure, in the grander context of things, how many days I'm supposed to take finding stuff out. Am I supposed to have done shit by now? Oh, we're going to walk through the picket line. I also realised I'm still wearing the fucking gloves. just fucking wearing some rubber gloves, why not? It says Grit. No, is there a way up there? I think there might be. I remember going up here before. Oh.
What did he just call you?
No, he
Oh,
didn't,
no,
did he?
Not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Yeah, I'm not a scap, I'm a cob. Let's try that again. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you.
Alright.
No one's ever seen a cop scab.
No, cops don't strike.
Imagine, you cops going
Yeah,
on a
well,
strike,
yeah.
but then another cop comes in and says, let us cops for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Let's tell him it's about the murder.
Huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. 91% sure it'll never get solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
Do you know what? I appreciate that kind of worker unity of... If we all just agreed nobody fucking knows what's going on, nobody really knows the shit they're doing, and everyone has imposter syndrome, or if they don't, they just have too much confidence, I feel like we'd all get along much better. Yeah,
My
sure.
friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the
I don't
gate?
operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
Okay,
The passage grants itself.
so I just walk in.
Walk right past
Uh,
Measurehead and go in.
Love this dude.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
Oh,
Walk right past him,
yeah, okay, maybe not then.
press the button to unlock the door,
Oh,
go past him
okay.
again, and you
Okay.
enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's going
Don't
to be
worry, I'm
easy.
sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you
Ah!
could best measure head in a physical confrontation.
Yeah, I reckon that'll
Or
be
you
fine.
could convert to a semi supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Well, I don't know that I want to convert to any kind of supremacist worldview. I'm also not confident a physical confrontation is going to work, but let's ask about the worldview.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Okay, let's just leave
Sure.
it there. What's the strike
You know,
about?
serious business.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay.
He's a chatty guy.
Yeah.
Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Got it.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Ooh. I can catch a coin. This is pretty exciting.
The coin
Yes!
lands into your hand.
Fuck yeah,
as
I got
if
a
it has
coin.
Always belonged
Woo!
there. The swallow
This
returns.
is a great day.
Always glad to help
Ah,
at the RC.
1 real.
Shame I can't do more.
We
Things
are on
meager
it.
at the moment due to,
Yeah.
you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing.
The union's problems getting
Nothing
by.
to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Well, every little bit
I'm
helps.
always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
This guy's cool. I like him. I like this dude. What's...
Volumetric.
Ah, I compressed my shit. Which is nice. So what happens
Bizarre
now?
Scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit's singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlocked. Landing cap for endurance racer 4. We did it. We compressed our shit. We got our shit together. So I have some other spaces to think about shit. Not actual shit, but shit in the sense of other stuff. Alright, what we got here? And in case of strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. So the answer is to go past this dude. The future belongs to Measurehead. Oh god, I fucking remember this dude now. Oh my god. So I think what I did was I had to start internalizing the thought of something supremacy.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Okay.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body
Oh, it's
totally
Kuno S.
betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees. I mean, this is basically the same scene as we had by the
Don't
body.
say anything. Size him up first.
Yeah, well, that's a bit. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty. Oh, it's okay. Do you know what? Let's follow my instincts here. Let's size them
Are
up.
you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow.
I like the fact he
of
talks
this
in all caps.
facial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Shall I just be silent? I feel like that's a sensible thing to do.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely.
Oh,
Your
I forgot
breathing
how fucking
is
terrible
erratic.
my
Your
physique
own
was.
heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood.
So I
pressure
failed already.
rise.
I'm already out.
Stop it!
Yeah, you're
You
right.
are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic
What?
friend.
What's that? What's pedomorphic? Is that like he has the frame of a child? It's a good, again, a good spelling. Come.
This display of
Not come.
weakness may appeal to older women, with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the
let's just go with the
negligence
police
that has
option.
led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
He means alcohol. I got it now. Okay. Let's just own up to it, yeah.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink.
Dude suggested it.
Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Is the ham sandwich race gammon? Is that what I'm getting here? It's basically the same, right?
Show him the ham still got it.
I don't really want to get involved in this kind of racial politics thing. I would prefer to just... Yeah, you know what? The race stuff is unimportant. I just need you to tell me.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental
Listen, man.
has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics.
Well, that was a mistake.
electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Yeah, again, I don't really want to get involved in the eugenics stuff, if I can help it. It's not really my thing.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Yeah, we've all got depression. What of it?
You will be superseded.
Huh?
Isn't that right, babe?
Thank you. Yeah, it is right, babe.
It is, baby, yeah. You know
Oh,
it.
he was talking to her. Oh, I thought he was
There
being
is a
funny.
button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Do we fancy our chances pushing him out of the way? Yeah, maybe I just... yeah, you're right about all this now. I just need you to let me go to the harbour. Just indulge.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
This is the thing. It's one of those where people will talk your ears off about the thing that they believe in, and it's when you believe it, great. When you fervently don't believe it, great. But when you just don't give a shit, it's frustrating. It's like you're telling me all this. I don't care. Just leave me. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I have fallen into this world from the mother of all hangovers. I don't know who I am. I don't know what nations exist or people. And you keep telling me about all of this racial dynamics that I couldn't give two fucks about, man.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and
You-
we will
you go ahead.
brutalize you.
I don't care.
When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
What, you reckon I can punch him now and it
No,
will...
don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember?
I don't want to subscribe to his advanced race theory. Yeah, that's a good point.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbour, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
I agree. There's something there. Let's go. What? You still serve them? How does that
Mr.
factor?
Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Right, this is a difficult one because this sort of feels like I'm outlining my political position in this game and I don't know what it is yet. It's similar to life, to be honest. So do I want to say communism's pretty cool? Do I want to deny communism? Individualism is my jam? I don't think I agree with that. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing, which sounds dumb. Let's go with communism being my thing for now.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you. The fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah, that's the thing about communism is STDs go mental.
Above all,
we're getting some weird audio and I do apologize.
Finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Yeah, I love it. It's all the rock and roll. No, I'm just going to say it's nothing to do with any of that.
Does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
It's either 2 or 3. So I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Again, I feel like that might undercut all of his nonsense, where we're talking about racial theory and stuff like that, and I'm going, well, I'm sort of brain damaged, so none of this matters. Or do I just press the point that I want to go do police business? Let's go with that.
I can see that.
You know, I undercut myself. I forget, having brain damage isn't a noble thing.
The rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from
this is
the
where it just becomes a lot of words.
Ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago.
You know what? I made a mistake. All I've done is let him talk more about nationalities and things like that, and it's...
We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception.
Oh, we know about the Pale.
The
we know that. So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Okay.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry.
I don't know that I want him to be appreciative. You're just from Ravishol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Ravishol.
I see. You have a strategically significant thing.
Spreading through its trade networks,
you came from.
Our culture will dominate the world.
Got it.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
Oh, fucking hell, I love Kim. He's so funny. How do you know there will be a next racist? I mean, I know the answer to that, really, because we've met two in the last two people we met, but
There always is.
You are right, Kim. There always is.
Race is reality.
Fucking hell! I'm just gonna leave. I do not want to subscribe to his racial theories. I certainly don't trust myself trying to knock him out. Sorry, I've got the hiccup slightly. Just let me, So people don't believe me. I can stop hiccups. It takes a bit of concentration, but it is possible. And I've managed to get other people to do it as well with the same technique. So yeah, if anyone wants to know that technique, I'll let them know. Just shout. Have I met this dude? I don't think I have. We have a right to work.
To work.
The man yells towards the harbour gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size. He is a bit sort of. Yeah, what is going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone.
Is it the Frosties, dude? It could be Tony the Tiger. The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. I don't know about that. It's a bit of a judgment. He's a full head taller than everybody else here. I guess if he's that tall and he's leading the line, you could describe him as an alpha male.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yeah, why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause.
Uh-huh.
Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Well, I'm not interested in fighting
Good.
people, of course.
We're fighting for a cause here.
Okay.
Right to work. Right to work.
Besides, we're not that different.
Huh?
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah, I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
So, is this guy wanting to break the strike? Obviously, because he's saying he's a strike breaker, but why? He's doing it from the perspective of a worker, like, no, I want to work. Why?
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the...
Right to work. Right to work.
I do want to ask him more about
rights
this, of
of
course.
people, rights of workers to have gainful
Yeah, but
employment,
surely
to
striking
make a salary and feed their
is
family.
an intention to help you with that. Are you missing the point here, dude? Are you missing the whole thing? They're not stopping working because they don't want to work anymore. They're stopping working, presumably, because their conditions are shit. Have you missed it? Have you missed the whole memo? Let me ask
Maybe
him some
you should
questions.
ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
So
Shame on
he's
you.
annoyed he can't make a living, but you weren't
We
making
have
a living,
families
right?
to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Yeah, you guys are on the same wave of what needs to be done. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Yeah, what is your goal? What do you want?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Let's ask him
gate's
about
locked.
that.
Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Okay.
And I don't
Do you
mean
want
the
to sort that out?
scrawny mess punk either.
Yeah,
I mean
would you want to
head
fucking
measurer.
go and beat him up for
Whatever
me?
he is. Yeah? That giant up there on the bridge you talked to.
Yeah.
Head measurer. Won't let the workers by. The access panel is right behind him.
Yeah, you guys fucking suck, man. Like, let's say there's a bunch of you that are there, and I'm just going to disregard the weird politics that are involved and go, no, I do want to work, even though the conditions are shit. There's one big dude. You're not brave enough to all of you get out there and sort him out? Yeah.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically
Advantaged position.
And he's trained.
Well, get a fucking bunch of you guys and just storm him. Have you not seen that film? Now I'm bringing up a really dark topic, but the film of the guys on that last flight in 9/11, They pushed a tea trolley at the terrorist, took him out. Just get something like that.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
My dude has the right question here. Have you considered storming in?
Why don't you go arrest them instead?
Because he's big. There's only one of me.
Sure, they've done
Two.
plenty of criminal shit.
But Kim,
they have that look.
It's not the physical specimen.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
Yeah.
You can't get in anyway.
Kim's right.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I wish I had that. The light beard is what I go for. I don't have a square wedge. I wish I did. That would be nice. I'm not going to ask him what a strike is. Let's ask who they all are.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Sure. The man runs a hand through a steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of
Harbor.
crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Oh, okay, sorry. So they're not generally employed? They're not employed. I think I'm understanding now. Am I just really stupid? Is that the whole thing here? Is that all scabs? I thought scabs were the people that were employed but decided they were going to work regardless. I didn't think scabs were people that jumped the line to go and like take a position like, oh, I'll do it for you for cheap. I might just be really dumb though.
I have a question.
Oh.
Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Now look at Kim. Kim has been looking at this whole situation and watching me like dart around left and right, talking to irrelevant people, and has just basically been judging me the entire time. Now he's like, do you know what? I think he got something here, and I'm going to start getting involved. Which is, I like it. I'm happy that Kim's being a part of this now.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay, I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Let's be completely honest. I am going to tell him there's a murder.
I know nothing about a murder.
Oh, well, okay.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Let's say why so tense.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense. And dangerous.
Okay, interesting.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It's not for us to say, but interesting. Oh, sorry, I skipped him.
Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Yeah, where are you from?
What's it to you?
Ooh, hello. Now we're getting somewhere. It's a routine. It's part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Let's yeah, let's ask him about the bars that he works at.
Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Okay, I feel like maybe we could have, with the right responses there, we could have nailed a bit more. Let's ask him if he does have any tips.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
Yeah, I'm not
He
in
might
the...
have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
I'm not going to try that. I've got 2 health, and I'm pretty confident I'll die if I don't. I can't read that now. You needed to shut the fuck up. I was reading a thing. Oh, you piece of shit. So I don't know why I said it like that. A foreign car kept in good condition. Okay. Some lovely sea power going on here. There doesn't seem to be anything over here except ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Okay. Now, this is where I feel like I got to last time I played this game. I kind of spoke to everyone and didn't really have anything I knew that I could do at this point. But we're certainly not done. I'm not saying that this is an issue for me. We just got to keep thinking. I could try and jump and get my jacket again, but I just know that's a bad idea. Let's go... Oh. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. What sort of fucking thought is that? What's this?
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito.
Is graffito
Close-up
different to
inspection
graffiti?
Reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Why would I don't know why I would do any of those things, but I will pat it. Good boy. You're doing good.
The box seems happy.
Oh, look at it. It's a happy boy.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Let's tell it to man up.
The mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object.
That's a good point. Alright, we'll leave it alone. Okay, well, it felt like a good thing to talk to. Oh, what's going on? Oh, no, wait, go back. I had a thought. What was my thought? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. So it's just edging. Alright, I don't really remember if there's anything around here, so let's have a look. The Lonely Cormorant Sea... Can't speak. Lonely Cormorant surveys the sea indifferent to your approach. Okay, there is some stuff going on here. Okay, that's a sign. Okay. What's in here? What's this red paint? Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
Hey! Up here, Piggo!
Who the fuck are you?
The streets will flow
Cindy
red
the
once
Skull.
more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Who is
The
this?
streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
Yeah, good question, Kim.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What
Are
else
you like-
do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
This is like Kuno, but grown up. And a lady. Let's see. Yeah, let's start with the blood type.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Oh, she's a kid?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
I'm a bit confused. And is she a kid or is she an old lady? Yeah, that's a good question. Why are you looking off to the
The
side?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
That's not what it says. Okay.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the 2 is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
I think I did speak to her before.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is
Probably
she?
the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
And that is the best way to be if you've done a murder.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions. Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best.
Kim knows what we're all about. He's like, you're a wacky dude. Let's go. Let's go with that weirdness that you've got going on. I like
Good
it.
idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
I might be wrong here, but I have a feeling this is the same voice as the person who's voicing Kuno, just because the cadence is pretty similar. Let's ask her what she's doing to the wall.
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful
Okay.
mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
All right.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
Okay.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced
So it's
with a
called
blank
graffitio in
wall,
this world.
Most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here.
Who's
You
Mona?
rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cabs. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Gotcha. Yeah, why are you so
This
committed?
place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
All right. Apparently, I have an opinion on this.
Yeah?
My personal opinion is I have no issue with graffiti. I think it's cool. I think it adds an aesthetic to places. So I'm just gonna say that.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an
But
official
that is
RCM
the last
stamp of
thing that people want to
approval.
hear. And I remember seeing this. This is from like the 80s or something. I don't remember the band, but there was a show, I presume on the BBC, where they would review like some singles with a celebrity guest, and that celebrity guest would tell them like what they thought as well. And one time the celebrity guest was Margaret Thatcher, and there was like some slightly punky band that their single was played, and Margaret Thatcher was like, oh yes, I quite liked it. It was very interesting. Fucking killed them. I would love to know who it was. I've only seen the clip like once on some like retrospective show, but my God, can you imagine? Like if I was trying to do something punky, and Boris Johnson was like, very good, yes, it would fucking kill everything about it. You could not be someone who is anti-establishment, and then the establishment goes, I like it. So I empathize with Cindy the Skull.
You've lessened her desire to deface
Which
the
is
building.
that, to be fair, that wasn't my intention. I like the graffiti, but looks like if I was being cop, I've done a very good job there. Do you know anything about the
I
recent
ain't no snitch,
murder?
pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Okay.
Actually, there is a shortage of people
There
who
is.
talk to us in a
Kim's
normal,
right.
calm, informative manner.
Uh-huh.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
I wonder if Kim minds being called a fucko.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Okay, thank you. Let's see what this thought is.
Hobocop.
Oh, I completed my Hobocop thought. What happens now?
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures.
Right.
But who knows where the hobo part takes you?
Good.
To
Good
the
point.
bar, the old L'Assommoir, to the pier or the sewers, to Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
I'll be honest. I didn't know what they were talking about for the last half of that. And it's not like I'm super ignorant to homelessness. I read Down and Out in Paris and London. but none of that made sense. What's the bonuses? So, extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. Okay. Okay, so now I could be a hobo cop. Except I can't. Because that's not a thing. I'm going to leave it there. I don't know that I've progressed, really. I feel like I've just talked to a bunch of people and got absolutely nowhere. But a couple of hours is good, I think. I'm happy to keep going next time. Yeah, we'll keep moving on and see where we get to. But thanks for watching. If you did, I'm going to save the game, as I always do. And yeah, I'll catch you for the next one. Please keep watching if you enjoy this game and you find my playthrough at all interesting. I have no idea how far I am through this game, by the way. I could be halfway through. I could be nowhere near. Who knows? And that's part of the fun. Alright. Bye.